Adam, when you're preparing a policy for what holidays you're going to give your employees off and what types of how you're gonna distribute that through the year, what should you be thinking about, what's required and what's just optional?
Well, it's a very nice thing to do because to answer one of your questions, legally speaking, employers are not required to offer holidays as days off to their employees. I'm sure that you've gone certain places on certain holidays and see that there are people working on these holidays. Well, that's because legally you do not have to offer holidays off. So, what are some things to think about? Well, what I recommend that my clients do is, let's say in the fourth quarter of each year, they grab a calendar and they look towards the next year and they see when are the holidays? Are they on the weekend? Are they on weekdays? Are they in the middle of the week? So then you can strategically plan out, if let's say Christmas Day is on a Wednesday, does that mean the whole week is shot? Or is it on a Thursday or Friday, or is it on a Monday? You can start to look at and plan out, what are holidays that we're thinking about offering to our employees, and what are the practical ramifications of offering that holiday, which is a very nice thing to do. And you can look at the practical side of things. Will people be working on these holidays? Do we need people for our operation to be working on certain holidays, which may be in high demand based on our customer needs? Retail, for example, hospitality, another example, the holidays are the busiest times of the year for them, if you think about it. So, you have to structure your policy in such a way to take into account not only the interests of your employees, but the interests of your customers. And then what I've been recommending to companies to do is to incorporate what is called a floating holiday. And what that means is, if we have a list of holidays that we offer to our employees, but let's say your holiday for religious or other reasons is not included on the list, you can use the floating holiday so you don't have to use like a paid vacation day to recognize your holiday. And this has become more commonplace because it's just more inclusive, I would just say, for everybody's own personal religious or otherwise beliefs for their holidays. So those are some things to think about. And in terms of payment requirements, if someone works on a holiday, you do not need to offer time and a half, but a lot of companies do. It's a nice thing to do to just give back to your employees that are working on a holiday. You can work with someone like me on crafting the appropriate comp structure for something like that. But actually, believe it or not, when you offer a paid holiday or a paid day off and someone takes that day off, those hours are not counted to the employee's ultimate overtime count. So you don't get the credit for those hours as if you work them towards overtime. And if someone's hung up on this particular topic, I can have a whole separate discussion about this. But the key takeaway from today is that you, as the employer, you have a lot of discretion on whether to offer holidays, how many to offer, which holidays you would like to offer, and how you want to pay people.